Hi, I'm Danae Shanti, and welcome to Storytime. We are looking at the archetype of the hero. I have a way of sharing my stories through the formula that you see here that's meant to help you recognize steps that you can take to become the hero in your own life story. This is literally how I live my life. This is what I've taught anyone who's ever worked with me, and I'm real excited to share the formula with you. So I'll use my story on how I found the hero in this particular situation. Who I was at the time was a daughter who felt guilty because my mom needed a new caregiver. The one she had to leave, and I didn't want to take the job. I'm real focused on what I'm doing to serve the world in a bigger way, and I just know being her caregiver would thoroughly sap my energy. So I felt guilty, I felt wrong, I felt bad that I didn't want to take the job, that I didn't want to take care of my mom, and then I also felt scared because what if I didn't find someone right away? So that's who I was at the time, and the predicament of needing to find a caregiver was in my face. So I looked at that predicament and I went, well, I'm scared and I've got some tough energies running, so what do I need to do? I think I need to ask for help. So that was my next step. I asked the universe for help. My way of doing that is, I pray, and I'm not religious, I'm more spiritual, and however a person prays is fine. So I prayed in my own way. And as I was sitting there really dropping into the silence to get quiet, I felt surrounded by this beautiful divine feminine energy, and they were two different energies. One was Mary Magdalene and one was Mother Mary. And this was a total surprise to me because I wasn't expecting company. So I had these sacred divine Marys, and they were filling my heart with compassion, and it was flooding over to my mom, and it was like I was given a healing. And I asked for help. I asked for a solution. I was like, please, I need someone right away. Oh my God, within 24 hours. And the Marys said to me, oh, that's all handled already. Don't worry about it. All you need to do is put an ad up on Nextdoor and give thanks in advance and speak to the higher self of the person who's going to take that position. And that was the guidance I received. So guidance. So I sat with the guidance, and then I thought, I have choices to make. What am I going to do? What feels right? And I chose to believe that there actually was the living energies of those two Marys with me, that the compassion I felt was really being gifted to me, and that the ideas they gave were solid. So I chose to believe that things were good. And so I took my action. I went ahead and put an ad in Nextdoor, and then I went back into meditation, and I called the higher self of whoever it is that's going to take this job and thanked them in advance and can't wait to meet you in 24 hours and thank you for responding. And then I let them go. So those are the actions I took. I really wanted something to happen in 24 hours straight. So 24 hours later, I get the result. And the result is I received contact from a woman who has the most brilliant energy and is a perfect match, the ideal person to look after my mom and to work with me on that. And guess what her name is? Yes, it's Mary. So that really got to me. I was like, oh my gosh, I even got a Mary. The Marys sent me a Mary. And that to me was a sign. So I loved that result. I loved that I went from being in a really hard place with myself and not knowing my way out to choosing to find my inner hero, the one who's willing to ask for help, the one who's willing to get the guidance and make decisions and do a plan of action and carry me forward. That's my inner hero, and we all have that. So I felt so grateful that yet again, that inner hero arose and delivered an incredible experience for me. So here's the box again. This is your who are you at the time? What is your predicament? How do you ask for help? How do you hear or remember or record your guidance? What choices do you make? What actions do you choose after you've made your choices? And what results do you get? So I would love to hear your story and what you're going to work the hero formula on. And you can do that by emailing me. And here's my email address. I would love to hear from you. So this is the theme, and we're going to go forward through the rest of the year with the theme of finding the inner hero. And here's why. I really believe with all my heart that we're in a time now where we need to bring forward our inner heroes for our own sake. A lot of us are scared. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's real anymore. And it's up to us to know. And that's not necessarily intellectual information. It's inner knowing. It's finding the resources inside of the hero and saying, step forward in my life. I need you now. I don't know how to navigate this. We've never been here before on the planet. And to get individual guidance and then give your gifts to the collective. So that's my mission. And that is why I'm taking you on the hero's journey with me, my style. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you every Sunday at 7 Mountain Time. See you next time.